Hi, I'm Mac. Hi, I'm Ruckus. And together, we're Maximum Ruckus! Yay!
We keep like getting back to doing a podcast, and then like takes a week or two, and then we do another podcast.
Yeah. Life be doing things.
There's so much stuff going on all the time.
I know. It's the things are always happening. It's like just
like now, like we've been doing the streams on Monday, and then Tuesday is like the free day where it's like good to do a podcast. But like Tuesday, right before Wednesday, always everybody knows this.
That's what I've heard.
Wednesday's my third day off, middle of the week. I get a little day off. Nice work schedule, love it.
Very nice.
And like Wednesday's the day I get all my stuff done, right?
Right.
So like normally, I go go have dinner with Morgan or something like that. And so like Tuesdays, we're doing stuff on Monday, we're doing stuff on Tuesday. It's trying to find time to record these podcasts these days. It's just been they need to pay us.
They do.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
They gotta pay us.
I agree.
If you want these coming out every single week, fuck, we'll do 5 podcasts a week if you pay us.
Yeah, right? Oh god, that'd be. Can you imagine us trying to schedule 5 podcasts a week?
Oh, we'd be fine.
Yeah, we would be okay.
If we were getting paid, if we didn't have to do anything else.
Yeah, we would make it work.
Well, welcome to Maximum Ruckus.
Welcome.
Where today we have an emergency podcast. It's an emergency podcast. Klaxon sounds. Red light. I'm your host, Jose Ruckus, aka no time for AKAs. This is an emergency.
Emergency. Come here, cat. Oh,
Joining me, as always,
emergency.
Makenna May.
Oh wait, have I shown you Hamilton's trick real quick? This is not an emergency. He's got a trick. Give me your face. Give me your face. He doesn't like the trick very much.
What Optimus Prime says to Megatron in the second Transformers movie. Give me your face.
Give me your face, dude. Ready? Wait. Oh,
yep.
Fuck. Give me your face. See, watch.
He doesn't like this.
No, he doesn't. Watch his mouth. Hi, Brendan. You can go back to sleep. That's a trick. Well, that's what my parents did when I was a baby. And now that I kind of have a baby, I did it one night when he was trying to sleep. He didn't like my hands all scratched up, but it's okay. He's got a trick. He's okay.
Well, we can't delay this any further, McKenna. We got an emergency. It's an emergency podcast. We just started a WNBA fantasy league.
Yes, we did.
Me, you, friend of the show, Matt Batson. Your father, Rodney the Rodman May.
Yes.
Your sister. Is it Campbell? For some reason, I've been calling her Cam for so long. I forgot what it stood for. Campbell, Cam, May, Leighton Batiste, my brother and my sister-in-law.
Yes.
WNBA fantasy. WNBA season has begun. Are you excited for the W, McKenna?
I'm so excited for the W. Do you know what it makes me say? Oh, you're gonna have to read real quick. Ready?
Oh, okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
That's great.
You can only do so much. I am so pumped. I love being in fantasy leagues. It makes me a lot more invested than I normally would be. So across the board for any fantasy league. So like I'm ready to go. And plus it's women. Hell yeah, women.
Have you been watching the games? You've been enjoying the games?
Yeah. Oh, they're great. Oh my god, yeah.
Do you have a favorite team or player? Because there's no Philadelphia team.
No, there is the Connecticut team, Connecticut Suns. So by proximity, as of now,
a good team.
When putting for the Connecticut Suns. Yes, I like
Real good
the
team.
orange and whatnot. Yeah, they play at the casino.
Oh,
There's apparently like a venue out there like for concerts and whatnot. They play over there because
That's cool.
it's owned by the Mohegan Suns or the Mohegan Sun.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's and I got Alyssa Thomas. She plays for them, and she's from where I'm from.
2 torn labrums.
Yes.
Have you seen that?
No.
Her she has 2 torn labrums, in her arm, so she shoots like down here.
Oh, interesting. I didn't
Yeah.
realize. Okay.
Yeah, super exciting. We're super into it. So you'll be getting WNBA Fantasy League updates from us probably.
Yes.
I won my first game. You unfortunately lost to Matt
Congratulations.
Batson first game.
Yes.
Tough.
It's okay.
Tough.
We'll come back. It's a warm up week.
Not the actual emergency of the emergency podcast though.
No. I was like, I thought I knew the emergency, and then you brought that up. I was like, oh, okay, I guess this is a different emergency.
No, we do have an emergency to get to. I just began putting together my Summer Jams playlist for 2024.
I need a copy of this then.
Started doing this yesterday.
Okay. Summer is right around the corner.
So every year, I do the Summer Jams playlist. We haven't talked about this before. I've never brought this up before on the podcast or anything else. Every year, I make a Summer Jams, JAMZ.
Oh, the
playlist.
Z is important. That makes
The Z
it
is
cool.
important. It's always Summer Jams with a Z. And the key to a Summer Jams playlist, Makenna,
Yes.
okay, is a balance of old and new.
Oh, okay.
What old songs am I feeling for this year? What genres am I feeling for the summer? And then what new pop songs, coming on the radio, the brand new stuff, what's getting mixed in for the rotation for this summer?
Oh, I like this. Okay.
Now, I'll tell you what. Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Top of the list on the Summer Jams 2020.
Hell yeah.
Great song.
Wonderful. Incredible. Love Sabrina Carpenter.
Now, paired with female pop stars with amazing hits.
Yes.
Leading the nostalgic side of the Summer Jams 2024 playlist. Mariah Carey's Fantasy.
Ooh.
You know that song?
Wow. I think I do, yeah.
It's a great song.
Oh, yeah.
It's got the sample from Genius Love by the Tom Tom Club in it.
Oh, yes. Okay.
One of the all-time greats.
Yes. Dude, this is going to be a great playlist.
Yeah, I mean, we got the new Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us. That's big. There's that new Childish Gambino song, The Littlefoot Bigfoot. I like it. It's on there. And then we got some Justin Timberlake, Rock Your Body's on there. Great song.
Ooh.
Great song.
That's a great song.
The only constant amongst every single Summer Jams playlist in the Summertime by Mungo Jerry.
It has to be.
It's got to be on there.
Summertime
It
is
fits
in
the
the
mood
title. Yeah,
for
right.
every summer.
Yeah. 100%.
But yeah, just if you're out there, you got some hits for the Summer Jams you think deserve to be on the playlist, given the parameters I've just set, holler at your boy. Let me know what's going on the Summer Jams playlist.
We need to know. Let me see if I have
That's not the emergency that we're having the emergency podcast for.
No, it's not.
It's not. We should get to that. We should get to the emergency. Klaxons sounding. Red light. You just wrapped up the Halo franchise on stream, Makenna.
I did. Yes. The Halo has been completed. It was like what, whenever my birthday happened. Like 3 months ish it took us. We wrapped up. Don't get by that power button, dude. My dad almost turned off the computer.
Amazing.
Toby came with me on this journey all the way through. You were there. Brady
I hopped in
Charisma
for
was
2
there.
games.
Yes. Foop was there, and Foop's buddy John, No H, Hold the H, was also there. We had a great time. A lot of team killing. The last
Mhm.
game Halo Reach we played modded, which was super fun. So it was like a kind of like a new experience for all of us. Except for Foop, who I guess played it modded. Well, maybe not. I don't know. But it felt like a new experience for all of us. And it was a great time. I'm excited to replay them and play the little mini games or whatnot.
What did your so you played up to Reach?
Yes.
Um, what a lot of people say you played through all the good Halo games.
Yes, that's what I've heard.
So what's first time all the way through? What's your
Yes.
opinions now on the Halo series?
Oh my god, I love it. It's worth the hype. I see why it's lasted this long. Like it's you're killing you're taking down the mobs and you're feeling emotions. Like I teared up multiple times during different cutscenes and it looks like especially the remaster just looks stunning.
Mhm.
And Master Chief is he's the guy.
He's the guy.
He's the guy. Like, I really liked also like ODST. I think may have been one of my favorites.
That's my favorite.
Because
ODST.
I like the jumping back and forth.
The gameplay is different too.
Yeah,
like it's
that
still
too.
Halo gameplay, but it
Yeah.
feels a lot different.
Yeah, right. And then Halo Reach, everyone dies. So I felt
Yep.
many emotions during that one. That was,
Yeah.
like,
Everybody dies.
right when you get attached. So it's like, they're dead. Like, okay, better luck next time, I guess. But yeah, everyone should play the Halo games and have fun. And also, I love the energy sword. Thank you.
Oh, it's great.
That's the best.
Iconic.
Very. Yeah, I love the Halo. And I'll probably be replaying through some of them soon. Oh, that's a cattail.
Do you have any ideas on like what you're gonna stream next?
I
Because
don't know.
you took this week off.
Yes.
The cat is
The cat's just, as long as he doesn't show his butt, we're okay.
yeah, I played Pokey Rogue on stream this week.
Yes,
That was fun.
Yeah, that was very fun.
I got halfway through that.
Ooh, okay.
Now I don't know if this run is gonna finish up, but you know I got halfway through that run.
Mhm.
But yeah, do you any ideas on what's gonna be next for your streaming?
Gosh. I feel like I have so many games in my Steam library that I've kept just in case I start streaming. So maybe one of those, like I have 2 of the Frog Detective games. I have What Remains of Edith Finch, which I did play before, but I remember I cried. That's all I remember. I remember it's an emotional game, so I don't know. So maybe that, you know. Because I know I played it, or I finished it in one playthrough, so it's a shorter game. So, so yeah,
Duck Detective coming out.
Duck Detective's
Yeah,
coming
Frog
out
Detective,
too.
Duck
Frog
Detective.
We might have a detective month. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to get a costume.
What would be the costume? Like a detective
It's a
costume?
detective
Or-
costume.
I was gonna say because it's Duck, it's Frog. Like, what's the
Yeah.
connection between Duck and Frog? You know,
Oh, that is true. I could, yeah.
farmer.
I'll do
Wear
the.
farmer costume.
I could do that. Oh my god, we could play Untitled Goose Game. Then I could get like a duck, like a white duck costume, and then I could also play that off as a goose.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't play that off as a frog though.
We can think about it.
Yeah. But I definitely
work on
I want the Sherlock Holmes hat. Maybe a pipe. Maybe.
Yeah.
I want the trench coat too.
Yeah.
So I'll scour eBay and thrift stores. I'm a fan of the detective hat. I've always wanted one of those.
Deerstalker, right?
Yes, yeah. So yeah, I've only ever done it with like the 2 hats, so I'm like I'm ready to upgrade. I think I may have done it with your hat a few times at TwitchCon last year, where it was part of.
You did.
Yeah, I think I took you and Toby's hats and used them as deerstalkers. But I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready to upgrade to an official one.
That'd be great.
That would be fun. Now I
Be a
really
good
want,
look for you.
I want to play those games now just so I can get costumes. I love taking a bit too far. It's one
It's
step
this.
beyond. Commit into the bit.
Now, McKenna, we still haven't addressed the emergency
No, we haven't.
part of
We
this
haven't.
emergency
I'm
episode.
curious.
I've been delaying this much too long.
I'm curious to see what's gonna come out of your mouth next. Yeah, go on.
We do have an emergency, something that needs to be discussed
It
on the
has to be talked.
podcast.
Yes.
It's recent news that requires an airing of the topic of to fully unpack the box in a discussion.
Go on.
It's root beer float season, McKenna.
Yeah, it is. It is. And I know you've been cracking
Yep.
a few days.
A couple days ago, I declared you officially
Yes.
root beer float weather outside.
Yes, it is. Yes, I wholeheartedly agree.
Mm.
Yeah.
And so I went to the store
Mhm.
and I decided to start with the classics, McKenna.
Yes. Okay. Smart.
So A&W root beer,
Already got that vanilla.
Dryer's ice cream.
Very nice. Okay. Yeah.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad combination. It's a classic combination. It's the
Okay.
default, I feel like.
Yeah, it is.
But this summer, I want to explore all the combinations. Root beers and ice cream.
Yes.
So obviously, we're going to start off with the big three,
Okay.
as I like to call it, McKenna.
Mhm.
A&W, Mug, Barks.
Barks
The
Got
big
Bite?
three.
Yeah, I agree.
Whenever somebody's talking about the big three, that's what they're talking
That's
about.
what they're talking about. The little RB.
And then we're gonna cycle those with various ice creams.
Smart.
The big brands probably for the
Yeah.
most part. I usually what's the your go-to ice cream brand? You buy ice cream? You go to the store, you buy ice cream?
I do. I usually get generic, just because it's
Store brand.
store brand. Yeah, that's what
In
we
the
would get.
plastic tub or the paper box?
the carton, like the one that's like this big.
Oh, okay. Square the little
Yeah.
the one that looks like you're a binocular case.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I chow down that. That's what we would get the store brand at home. So I'm like, that's what I know I like, and it's the
Okay.
cheapest option.
Yeah, it is. I like the Tillamook.
Okay.
Almost always on sale. Shop down the road.
Oh, smart. Okay.
It's good ice cream, very creamy. Now I love a Ben and Jerry's.
Oh, I love a Ben and Jerry's as well. Yes,
Tiny.
they are tiny. Yes.
Although some say, I've heard this before, McKenna, that it is perfect root beer float size.
I've heard that. That's what they're saying.
So yeah, we're gonna try some of the ice creams, and then we're really gonna get into the sort of the artisanal root beers.
Yeah, of course.
We gotta travel around. We gotta find the best. I'm gonna source the best root beers that we can find,
Okay.
and I'm gonna determine what's the best ice cream root beer combination for a root beer float this
Yes,
summer.
I'm excited for this. I'm since you mentioned it to me, I've been invested. As a root beer float enjoyer. Oh, are you gonna go to Red Robin and try their root beer? Are you gonna try?
I have to, right? I have
restaurant
to.
root beer floats.
Hey, now you see the Red Robin is interesting because they use a soft serve ice cream there, right?
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
And soft serve ice cream really does change the game on root beer.
It
float.
does. It really does. It's soft.
Mm-hmm. And they serve it to you.
Serve. I mean, so I got a question. So
Okay.
I do not have vanilla ice cream in my freezer. I have cookie dough ice cream, but I do have
Interesting.
Barks root beer. Do you think
Okay.
it would go okay?
That's an interesting question
There's only one way to find out.
because the cookie dough ice cream doesn't really use a vanilla ice cream, does it?
No, not particularly.
It's more like a cream,
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
the buttercream kind of mix,
yeah.
And I mean, there's only one way to find out, you know?
Exactly. The cat's going crazy back there. He's excited.
I mean, it's root beer float season.
It
What is he
is.
gonna do? I feel like people aren't drinking root beer floats as much as they used to.
I don't think they are. No, we need to. We're bringing back root beer floats.
We got to bring it back.
We're bringing root beer floats to America.
I mean, I remember a point when I was younger where it felt like everybody was having root beer floats.
Oh yeah, me too. Absolutely. Yeah.
And now I feel like I'm alone on this root beer float island.
No, I completely agree. Because that's.
I
yeah.
go to the Red Robin. They've got the bottomless root beer float.
Oh yeah, it's great.
And I'm the only person in the place ordering it? Like, what's happening?
I know. I've never seen anyone get the root beer float at the Red Robin except for someone, within my family. Like, it's
like, do people not know it's a bottomless root beer float? Like, you can just have as many root beer floats as you want? Do they not know that?
Not understand what bottomless means? Like, Red Robin, I feel, is very, like, if I think bottomless, I think Red Robin. Because they have the bottomless fries, they got bottomless root beer, and the speckled lemonade.
Yep.
And I'm sure
They'll
they
just
have
bring
more
you as many as you want.
Yeah, exactly. Throw down.
How can they afford, like, I mean, if as many people were ordering the bottomless root beer floats as they should, Red Robin could not make that a sustainable business practice.
No, they would be
because
up there
these
with
people
Red
are out
Lobster.
here.
Yeah.
These people are out here ordering other drinks options.
Oh, yeah.
That aren't as good as a root beer float.
100%.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Well, Red Lobster, they just filed bankruptcy because of the bottomless shrimp. So,
wow.
They could.
I saw that Red Lobster had declared bankruptcy. I didn't know that it was shrimp related.
That's what I saw. That's what I saw in my investigative.
They lost too much money on the bottomless shrimp, huh?
Too much shrimp.
That makes sense.
It does. It does.
That makes sense.
There's so much shrimp out there.
In the comments of this episode, I want you to let me know when the last time you had a root beer float was, and if you plan to get one after this. That cat.
The cat's game. I swear to you, he has been sleeping all day until now. He knew.
He knew. Lights came on. It was time to be a star.
Yeah. He's so invested in the camera. He had his 15 seconds of fame. Now he wants it back. Well,
Okay.
last year we had. I got one more thing on root beer floats. Last year, I may have told you about this, but there was a TikTok that my sister and I became obsessed with, and it was. You gotta be kidding! He never plays with that toy. I swear to God, it's the ball with the bell in it. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Come here. No. He doesn't want to. He's done. Well, no, he's not done, but he does not want to sit in my lap. There was a TikTok of this guy who was doing a scare or whatever, and it was about going to someone's house and then being like, "Oh, what do you want to drink?"
Oh yeah. I know this one. Yeah.
And the guy was like, "Root beer float." And we were at my aunt and uncle's house for game night, and my parents told my aunt and uncle about it. And so we didn't know about this. It was my sister, me, and my two older cousins. We were talking in the kitchen. They were in the living room. And my aunt comes over and she's like, "Do you guys want anything?" And my sister goes, "A root beer float." And then you just hear the living room erupt into laughter. Ha ha ha. Whatever. Move on. It's a hard cut to a couple months later, and it's Memorial Day. And this aunt has a picnic every year at her house, and she's like, "I have a special surprise for Campbell, it's for everyone, but it's mainly for Campbell." And I knew, she told everyone but Campbell. And lo and behold, she brought out root beer and ice cream, and we had root beer floats. It was great. Yeah, it was perfect, because it was because we were outside playing kickball and baseball and whatnot, so we were, what are you doing on the floor? Anyway, the cat is done. It was just a perfect treat to cool off on a
I feel like back in the day when I was a kid during the summer, I mean, my family would always be the one that hosted, the barbecue, hosted the Easter, whatever.
Right.
And yeah, I remember root beer floats being just a fixture. It'd be like, oh, and the dessert, we got the root beer floats over there. We got a couple 2 liters of A&W. We got this big old plastic tub of vanilla ice cream from the
Yeah,
Walmart. We're going to town making root beer floats.
Right.
Now I go out, hardly find a root beer float anywhere.
No, the people aren't drinking the root beer floats. I would be interested in seeing the graph of just the root beer float sales.
I believe Wendy's took the root beer float off the menu.
I think they did, yeah.
I used to go get a root beer float at the Wendy's all the time.
Yeah. Oh my God, yeah.
So, although I'll tell you what, they took it off the menu, and then sometimes the dude at the Wendy's would still be a pretty cool dude, and he'd just make me a root beer float.
You knew you're the root beer float guy.
I must have been, because I was going to that. I would go to that Wendy's when I was working like graveyard shift, like on my way to work, right? Or no, it wouldn't have been that. It was when I was coming home from working my night shift, and I would stop at the Wendy's, and I'd be like, "And then can I get a root beer float?" It was almost always this guy working there, and be like, "Yeah," and he would make me a root beer float. And then one day somebody else was working there, and I ordered a root beer float. He's like, "We don't do the root beer float anymore." And I was like, "You're crazy.
How dare
You're crazy. I got one last week. What are you talking about?"
Right?
Just a cool guy.
Shout out to that guy. Do you think he still works there? Like, was that like the last time you saw him?
Well, no, that Wendy's burned down. Yeah, a couple months ago.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. Oh, the Wendy's in the world, and it's the one to burn down.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
It's so sad.
But that's life, you know? Life's just funny like that.
That's life, yeah. That's what they say.
Well, Makenna, we should really get to this emergency. Because, obviously it's of the utmost importance.
Yes, correct.
It's why we're doing this podcast episode today, because we have a topic that's extremely urgent, and we need to get to it immediately.
Immediately.
Pop Culture Jeopardy
Yeah,
was announced.
we got to it. Yeah.
Last week. And it appears the format of the show is different than the Jeopardy that you and I are accustomed to.
Yes, that is correct.
Can you break this down for me, Makenna? Because you're the Jeopardy expert.
Yes.
The Jexpert.
The Jexpert, that is what they call me. So traditionally, Jeopardy, answering question format, classic. It's been around since the 60s, came back in 85 with Mr. Trebek, been going strong ever since. It is single player, except for the All-Star games a few years ago, but we won't talk about that. That was a whole thing back in 2019.
I have a question for you.
Answer, yes.
Why is the game called Jeopardy?
Because that's a good question. I do know this. Let me scour the files in my brain real quick. I believe it's called Jeopardy because of like the whole money thing. Like, oh, you're taking a chance. Like, because if you get it wrong, you lose the money.
Oh, okay.
So, you're putting your money on in Jeopardy.
In Jeopardy. And then because I've always understood, Jeopardy, double Jeopardy, like that pun aspect to it, right?
Yes.
Because, of course, I've seen the movie Double Jeopardy. Right?
Now,
so
was
I
that
understand.
about the game show or no?
It was not.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
No. You never seen Double Jeopardy?
No, I haven't.
Oh, what? 1999, Double Jeopardy, Ashley Judd, Tommy Lee Jones, Bruce Greenwood. Makenna. Okay, so check it out. I know we're delaying the emergency again, but it simply must be done. Ashley Judd's character is framed for the murder of her husband. Is that right? It's her husband? I'm gonna pull up a plot summary right here. Framed for murder. She gets convicted. Gets out. The murder, fake murder. Guy's not dead.
Shit.
So she tracks down the guy, right?
Oh.
And then kills him. Oh. But because she's already been tried for the crime of killing him once, she can't be tried for killing him again. Double Jeopardy.
Double Jeopardy. Oh, that's wild.
I believe that's actually not how Double Jeopardy works, but like it's still a murder. You
Yeah,
can't just
right.
be like, well, I already had the murder. I haven't seen that movie in forever, but yeah, Double Jeopardy.
Double Jeopardy. Man, might gotta watch. We got. Oh, wow, my words just said "fuck you" in that moment. Gotta watch it now.
Dope flick.
Oh my god, yeah. Let's see here. So pop culture Jeopardy is a little different because the Jeopardy, you're just playing. It's just you, single,
All alone.
one person. Pop culture Jeopardy, teams of 3, a trio, if you will. Now, if this works similarly to the All-Star, because we don't have a lot of questions we don't have a lot of answers in terms of like how the team aspect.
What about questions
works.
in the form of answers?
Now you're talking, you know. That's yeah. But yeah, so we don't know, but if we go back in history and see what they did, now of course we know not to repeat history, so I'm sure they're going to tweak it a little bit. But back when they did the teams of 3 for All-Star Jeopardy a few years ago, it was one person took the Jeopardy round, other person took Double Jeopardy, last person took Final Jeopardy. Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
So one person just sat there for the entire game?
Yep.
Until the end?
Yep. And then they just answered one question or one answer. So I'm hoping they tweak that.
Yeah.
And I did. I looked on there is an FAQ, which of course what we want to know isn't covered there. What, dude?
Oh, and just as a quick update, Rotten Tomatoes has Double Jeopardy as a 28%.
Oh.
So perhaps not as good as I remember.
No. Oh man, there's only one way to find out. Gotta watch it, drinking root beer float. So I did find a FAQ. What subjects will be covered in Pop Culture Jeopardy? Topics may include movies, TV, music, Broadway, books, social media, sports, fashion, Comic-Con, current and iconic events, fads and trends, and more. We recommend building a team with the most diverse range of knowledge possible.
Okay.
It covers pop culture.
So obviously, team of 3.
Yep, 1, 2, 3.
Our team, of course, comprises of myself and you.
Yes, I was hoping I made the cut.
But there's only 2 of us.
Last time I checked, there was only 2 of us.
So we need a third to play Pop Culture Jeopardy.
Yes, we do.
Now, of course, you've been training to play Jeopardy your whole life.
Yes, that is true, since I was born.
Me, training to know random pop culture facts my whole life.
You had a whole podcast about it.
We just need to find our weak areas, have somebody who can cover those.
So right off the bat, of what in terms of the subjects that they listed, one of my weak spots in that is Broadway.
Broadway is certainly a weak spot for me as well.
Okay.
I don't like Broadway. Frankly, I think there's too much Broadway on regular Jeopardy. So I don't know why they're putting it in the cool Jeopardy.
So
that's nerd shit. Leave it for the fucking nerds.
We need those nerds, though. That's what we need. That being said, if push comes to shove and we do find a third that does cover all of the weak areas but Broadway, I will go down the rabbit hole of the B-Way and
I mean, we can gamble. It's not guaranteed to have a Broadway.
Exactly. Like, as long as we
can
know
flub
the basics.
A category, you know?
Right. Like, if we just study the basics of Broadway, like the big shows and like general plot points, and plus just based on, I feel like a lot of the popular Broadway musicals we already kind of have a gist of just because they're so popular and we've heard about them.
Jean Valjean.
Exactly. Les Mis. Bam!
We just won Jeopardy.
We just won Jeopardy. And plus, we can go back in the J archive and look at past Broadway clues. So it's like, we can get good at Broadway.
We can get good.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so let's start at the top of the
Okay,
list.
okay.
Let's go through all these
Yes.
categories and just figure out what
Mhm,
bases we have covered, which
mhm.
ones we don't.
Movies.
Solid.
As
We're
we
good.
started off as a movie podcast,
Yeah,
we're good.
we're
TV.
good.
I think
TV.
we're pretty.
Yeah, I think between the two of us,
Mhm.
we got a good.
Yeah.
I mean, you know so much more about old TV shows than
Mhm,
I do,
mhm.
and I've definitely got more of like the Seinfeld forward
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah. I got pre, you got post, or during and post. Yeah, we got that. Uh, Broadway we covered. Oh, music.
Music.
Yeah,
I think we got a good enough spread of music.
yeah. I think we do as well.
We probably have some weaknesses on like modern pop music,
I was just gonna say like modern music is definitely a weak point for me.
but we can get by.
Yeah, yeah. We'll be okay. Books.
Books is tough.
Books is tough. There's a lot of genres you could go with books.
Yeah. It's pretty hard because pop culture Jeopardy makes me think we're gonna get more pop culture centric books, right? So
Right.
like thinking like young adult fiction stuff,
Mhm.
which I'm not very familiar with.
Mhm.
Um, you're sort of like the New York Times bestseller type
Yes.
stuff,
Yeah.
which I don't really have a good grasp on.
No, I don't either. I do read some young adult books, but I don't think I read enough of them to say that I would be proficient in it.
And then
Yeah.
even I would say classic literature is a category I tend to struggle with.
Yeah, right. Oh yeah.
On Jeopardy. Like I usually do best when they're talking about like 20th century
Yeah. Yeah.
literature.
I'm pretty good with
I
that
can
as well.
I know my Hemingway. I know
Mhm.
my Vonnegut. I know like
Yeah.
don't be asking me about fucking Russian novels, okay?
Not a big Anna Karenina.
No,
fan?
that one always gets me when they ask
Yeah.
questions about that one.
Yeah. Yeah, that's another thing. If we learn like the Pavlovs as well, like I feel like that would help us a lot in terms of like books. I'm really happy that there's no art in this.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because that
those
was
ones always such
yeah.
a hard category in Jeopardy.
Oh yeah, because like that was a lot of like my training was like learning the Pavlovs for art and everything, just because like I don't know shit about. Do you think music? Going back to music real quick, do you think that's going to include classical music?
I don't think so.
Okay, I
'Cause
didn't think so either, but I was wondering your thoughts.
So I think one of the goals of this show is to make a easier Jeopardy for the general audience.
Okay.
Like I bet the general audience really enjoys the celebrity Jeopardy because they get to see people they like and the questions tend to be much easier.
Yes. Yeah.
I bet we're getting a celebrity Jeopardy challenge level would be my guess.
Okay. Yeah.
Which I mean that we've talked about before. We would fucking dominate if we got to play in the celebrity Jeopardy.
So bad for everyone. Next one would be social media.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I'm curious to know what that would entail.
I'd imagine it's meme based.
Okay. Yeah, I could see that, yeah. Because I've had meme categories before.
Yeah. And maybe like knowing influencers, knowing trends, that kind of stuff is what I would guess it would be. And I am a chronically online person.
Me as well.
I know a lot of memes.
Memes, yeah.
Yeah, the memes. I know all about the memes. So, I got some coverage.
Yeah, I feel
We
like
can get another person. We can get another chronically online person.
right, yeah. The influencers I would definitely say is a weak spot for me, but trends I can figure that out.
It's tough too because it's a network TV show. So when
Yeah.
we're talking about social media, like the most popular memes on social media, like we're getting whatever like bullshit TikTok trends are on there, and they're not gonna have like drill tweets as a a category, which I would dominate.
Yeah, right. Next up, sports.
We're good.
Yeah, we're good. we
good.
got that one covered. Fashion.
I know a bit
Mm-hmm.
in the realm of fashion. I don't know a lot.
Yeah, right. I feel like I'm
Um,
similar, yeah.
But I can get,
I can get by. If fashion comes up on Jeopardy, I could probably get 2 or 3 of the clues. Some like 40, 60%.
yeah.
But I'm not running it. So yeah, I would have to brush up on that. Know what's going on. Comic Con.
We're good.
Yeah.
We're good.
Current and iconic events.
I think we're good on this one.
Yeah, I think so too. I think.
I try to keep up on the current events.
Right, yeah.
I generally got an idea of what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
You know all of the we didn't start the fire stuff.
Yeah, I do.
That's all of it, right? That's all the past events.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Like 40 something onward to the 80s. Yeah, we got that covered. We got that shit on lock.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fads and trends.
This one might be tough.
Yeah. Because, like, I probably got 90s to current fads.
The trends, I feel like, is a bit tough.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I'm always on, like, I learned about whatever's, like, the popular thing going around.
Yeah, right.
Once it's over, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's how I am as well. And more.
And more.
And more. And
wow.
they did, in the little blurb about what is pop culture Jeopardy, they say contestants will need to be experts in categories from alternative rock to the Avengers, Broadway to MMA, Gen Z to Zendaya. So it looks like there's probably going to be like a celebrity aspect
is
to
Zendaya
it.
not Gen Z? What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know. Yeah, so celebrities, I'm assuming will also be a thing, potential.
I feel like we got a grasp on this.
Oh, 100%.
I feel like we just need to add one more savvy person into this group, and we're good to go.
100%. I agree. Yeah. This could be. This is our chance.
This is our chance.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now we need to start thinking of people who would be good to join our Jeopardy team.
Right.
Of course, also like, so this is one thing I've always wondered. So like they're filming, you do 5 games in a day, right? Are you paying like hotel wise? How does that work? Right? Like I book a couple days to come down and play some Jeopardy, right? And I win Jeopardy, and I just have to stay there until I lose.
Right.
Like what did Ken do? Like was Jeopardy like, hey, we got your hotel, like we'll pay for you to stay here, or were they just like, yeah, figure it out, man?
I think Ken was a special case, where I'm assuming they did probably end up paying. Well, with tournaments, it's different because I think they do cover airfare and hotels. And they say this is a tournament style event.
Like it's very rare for somebody to last more than 2 days on the show, right?
Yeah.
2 days of filming.
Exactly. Yeah.
So like, what does it get past the point where they're like, yeah, man, like, because no, I've never heard of anybody conceding in Jeopardy, being like, oh yeah, they couldn't show up today.
The only time that happened was, or one of the only times that happened was COVID related, because it was in 2020 or 2021, so it was.
And they brought the guy back.
Yeah,
right?
they did. Yeah, Zach Newkirk. Yeah. So it's like the
longest reigning Jeopardy champion of all time.
Oh, well, of course. Right, exactly. So it's yeah, for tournament, I would almost assume that they would pay for that type of stuff. And then especially
because it's going to take a lot of coordination on, because I'm coming from one place, you're coming from a different place. I assume our third, they're coming from a different place.
Right.
So we got to like meet up. We got to get a hotel, and then like we're gonna win all the games. So
Right.
like, what happens? Like how
Exactly.
long? We're in Los Angeles for 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Yeah, that I'm curious to see how that'll go. Because we like you said, we're going all the way. Like,
Yeah. Is Ken gonna host this one? Do we know about that?
I don't think we know the host yet. It'd be so
They need
cool.
to get friend of the show, Josh McCouga, involved.
They do. He's in New York. I'll go down to New York real quick and
Yeah, he's at the Emmys tonight.
He's at the Emmys. Sports.
I wonder if we won that.
Yeah, right. I was gonna say, did we win Emmys? Because no, I guess I didn't work there right now.
No, yeah, they got nominated for their NASCAR broadcast.
Emmys, sports Emmys. It's
No update on if they won an Emmy yet. Just seeing them at the red carpet.
Let's see here.
Nope, they lost.
No! Who'd they lose
Nominated 4 times, lost 4 times.
Run it back next year. Who,
They'll get nominated again.
Oh, yeah. Who beat them? Do you have...
Oh, I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
Last year, they lost to the Manning cast.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Because they're in, like, whatever, like, best news, like, our innovative sports broadcast or whatever,
Okay. Mina Kimes was there.
Oh, yeah, that's great. Love Mina Kimes.
My
the best.
coworker.
Yeah, your coworker, Mina Kimes.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, but yeah, they'll be okay. They'll run it back.
Get there eventually.
Yeah. But yeah, we got to figure out our third.
Yeah, so off the bat, people who I think might make a good partner for Pop Culture Jeopardy. Kate Rose.
Ooh, okay, that's a good shout.
Kate, good mind.
Yeah, and she's got all the Taylor Swift stuff too, which I feel like
she seems to be more up on modern stuff.
Yes. She knows
about the trends.
Yes.
She knows about the fashion.
She's in tune with the modern things.
Also, perhaps Vegas Girl on Fire.
Yeah, she's also very familiar.
Very smart woman. Very knowledgeable on the the latest and greatest.
Yes, I agree. Yeah, both great choices. Oh wow, man, there's so many people out there.
Yeah, so many people. Do you think Cam could cover some of our blind spots?
I think she could. She knows what the kids are doing. She does.
She knows sports. She knows sports. She doesn't. Movies and books, not good. Music, though, she would be good at because she knows she listens to modern music. She's got the country down, and I believe she still listens to rap. I don't really know, but she definitely still listens to country, which is a blind spot for me. Modern country. Yeah, that's tough.
She knows what's going on with the social media. She knows what's happening on the TikTok. She knows the trends.
Social meds.
So social meds, and she's good with the fashion. I think
that does seem to cover some stuff.
Yes. Does cover Broadway. The thing is, she will answer cats for any Broadway clue. That is the only downside. But
it's not a bad bet. It's gonna be cats eventually.
Exactly. And every time it's been cats when we watch Jeopardy, she's never been in the room. She's always like in that different, like up in her bedroom or getting a shower or whatever. It's like, come on. But yeah, she could be good. My dad. Well,
no,
we got sports.
I feel like we can't have your dad there for
I
this.
was thinking that too. Yeah, he's
seen like what 5 movies.
Yeah, he's got sports down, but we already have
like
that.
I got movies, but it would be nice if somebody else could give some input as well.
Yeah, that would be helpful. Shoot. Okay. Let's. Oh shit. Yeah, there's so many people.
There might be a world where we can get a Josh McCouga to be on our team.
That's what I was thinking, Josh. I'll call him right now. No, I'm just I won't.
Probably won't answer.
No, probably not.
We text a lot,
Mhm.
conversing about sports
Yes.
mostly. The other day, I watched Top Gun with Morgan,
Ooh.
and I noticed a Tim Robbins was in
Ooh.
Top Gun. Never
Oh,
seen him before.
shit.
He's like a
Okay.
background character. He's got like one line.
Wow.
And I hit up Josh. I'm like, I've been watching Top Gun this whole time. Never seen Tim Robbins before. And we talked about Tim Robbins for a little bit.
I think he would. Well, and he also does Josh Pretty.
He does Josh Pretty.
So-
He loves Jeopardy.
Yeah.
He'd be a good teammate.
He would be a good teammate.
He'd be a good teammate.
That'd be. Oh my god, could you imagine? That'd be so fun. And then we could experience Josh being on Jeopardy together.
Yeah. We'd be in the room when Josh was on Jeopardy.
Yeah, right? Who else?
Who else?
Do you think we could get Ken on our team?
That I don't know if we
conflict of
have those
interest?
connections.
He knows of me.
That's true. Do you think the people who are good at Jeopardy will be good at pop culture Jeopardy?
No. Because every time like a
They
super
always suck at like the popular music categories.
Yeah.
They always suck at the sports categories.
they always like in interviews like super champions are always like, oh, if they're asked like what is your weak spot, whatever, they always say pop culture. Like
Yeah.
it is
It's all these fucking dorks.
Yeah, they
Too busy watching Les Mis, can't be bothered to watch Terminator 2.
nerds, yeah. So yeah, it would I'd be so curious though just to see them on Pop Culture Jeopardy just to see how they would do, but it's you know.
That's what they should do.
Mhm.
Is the 3 finalists of Tournament of Champions should have to go on Pop Culture Jeopardy as a team.
Yes. Oh, that'd be awesome. Oh no. Yeah, this is. I'm gonna have to dive into my contacts and like assess.
Yeah.
Who's.
I'm excited. I think we can get on the show.
Mm-hmm. I think so too.
I think we can win.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no doubt. Especially because we have our knowledge that we've garnered our entire lives, but when we start studying,
Uh-huh.
like actively study, it's going to be we're taking off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Unstoppable.
Oh, that's what they're already saying.
That's what out on the streets.
Mhm,
You can hear them.
Yeah, I hear them right now, chanting
Now,
outside my window.
McKenna,
That's me.
question for you. So, over your left shoulder, there's a green thing by your stove. What is that?
That's a Keurig.
Oh, it's green, huh?
It is green, yeah. So when
You got yourself a Keurig.
So I've had a Keurig technically. I'm just
Oh.
really bad at using it because I forget it's there.
Oh, okay. I was
Um,
gonna say, how can you be bad at using it? It's not very skillful.
Well, you'd be surprised. So I got that. I've had this since my freshman year of college, but then, as we know, COVID hit during then, and so it just went
Oh,
away
yeah.
in storage for a while. And then I did have it when I transferred to Temple, but I always forget to get either like tea packets
Pods.
or the pods. So I just never used it. So it's that thing of like. My mom made me bring it because it was taking up room. But I have it, and I do have tea bags. I just forget that it's there, or like, it's that thing of like, oh, I go to work. I don't know why. I don't know. It's a whole thing. Like, I would prefer, because I will sometimes have tea with dinner, and it's like, oh, I don't know. It's a whole thing. Because I like to dip my cookies in
understand.
it. But I need to get better at it.
Update from the last podcast we did.
Oh, yes.
Have you tried coffees?
I haven't. I got really close to it though, but I was
Ooh,
running
really
late for work, so I didn't have time to stop at the Starbucks. I will try tomorrow though.
Okay.
Yes.
Was there anything else we were supposed to update from the last podcast?
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't think so, but
I don't think so either.
mm-mm. So I'm just gonna keep everyone on edge while I'm still trying to figure out. I was gonna say hockey for some reason. Coffee.
The cough.
The cough. Coffee, hockey, they sort of sound alike.
The bean juice.
The bean, yep, the bean juice. I am near Boston, Bean Town.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
That's what they call it for some reason. Not
Yeah,
Chicago.
I don't know why they call it that.
Nah, I feel like I did look it up one time because friend of the show Tom Dack and I were talking about it, and I was like, "You'll never believe which town is Beantown," and he didn't know. And I think we did look it up, but I don't remember. It clearly wasn't earth-shattering, but yeah. God, I hope that's not on Pop Culture Jeopardy. Shit, let's look it up. Why is Boston Beantown?
It's great. Thing we need to know.
It apparently the city has a baked bean history.
Oh,
The 17th
what
century.
city doesn't?
Yeah, right. Come on. 17th century Puritans would cook baked beans on Saturday and eat them on Sunday.
Huh.
Visitors began to refer to the city as Beantown.
Well, okay.
They would prepare giant crocks of baked beans. It's just people like beans.
That's true. I like beans. You made a big old thing of baked beans. I'd eat it.
Oh yeah, beans are great.
Oh yeah.
My mom makes
Bake those
baked beans for 4th of July. I'm getting more into beans in my 20s.
That's good.
Yeah. Chili beans.
Lima.
Beans and soups and stews.
Pinto.
They're interesting.
Yeah.
Shout out to beans.
All kinds of things going on with beans.
Yeah, you can use them in a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. All right, well, that's going to wrap it up for this episode of Maximum Ruckus. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for getting here for the emergency podcast. Wow, red light.
Red light.
We've taken care of this emergency about 4 days after it came up.
We did.
Yeah, glad that we got this in super fast.
Yeah, right. Well, of course, we correspond by mail. So it's just by the time...
Oh, you know what? No, okay, we're not ending the podcast because I have something to say about this. I think we're not sending enough letters.
I agree with that. I love sending letters.
I was at the Barnes & Noble the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And I was I was walking through. They got this big old row in the middle where it's like journals and all kinds of other stuff over there. And they have these stationery sets with these beautiful envelopes and these beautiful pieces of letter paper and stuff. Like they're and like the, their designs. So some of them have like Van Gogh paintings on them. Some of them have Monet paintings on them. Yeah,
They're so
and I'm
cool.
looking at these and I'm like, these are amazing. I want these, and I want to mail this big old bundle of these beautiful envelopes. I want to mail these to people. I think we should be sending letters more.
I wholeheartedly agree because I love stationery sets like that. Like they are stunning. Like I have I do have like a Gryffindor stationery set, and it's like it comes like a wax stamp and everything. But I'm like, I don't know who I'm sending these to. Who am I just going to send a letter? I don't know. Who wants a letter from?
We need to organize an official Maximum Ruckus letter writing group.
Yes, please. I'm all for
to
this.
mail letters to each other.
Yes, that'd be so much fun.
I feel like we could be talking to each other more.
Yes.
But like we're not gonna like we're obviously getting on Discord calls and stuff, but there's a lot of people there usually.
Right.
And like you're talking on Twitter or anything, you're not really talking. You're seeing each other, you're liking tweets, but that's not talking, right? That's not interacting.
Correct.
People used to send each other letters,
Oh yeah.
You would just get a letter from your friend across the country, and you just be like, "Oh, what's going on?"
Right. Exactly. Bring it back.
We're gonna bring it back.
We're bringing it back.
We're gonna get the fans. We're gonna get the friends. We're gonna get the people out there writing letters again.
Writing letters. We're bringing back two things to the world: root beer floats and letter writing.
Yep.
Two very important things to have.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
100%. I'm in. I'm all in. I got these cool space stamps too. Wait, actually I have them in my desk. I got them, again, right around the time I got the Keurig. I got these cool first moon landing stamps because it was the 50th anniversary whenever I bought them.
That's sick.
Back in
That's
2019.
great.
Yeah, super cool. See? Not all used up. I've somehow used 11.
I think I have stamps with Santa Claus on them from like 2015 that I still haven't used a whole roll of.
See, we gotta use them.
Support your local, postage.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Keep the post office alive. Start sending letters again.
Yeah, bring it back. I just love the whole process of it and like putting it in the slot and and then like
checking your mail. You just got a nice little letter.
It's
Get
so much
letter for a friend.
fun. You see like the handwrittenness of it. It's like, oh shit,
Yeah.
that's great. I love
We're
that.
gonna start writing letters again.
Yeah, I'm excited to write. I wanna start writing letters too. That's so fun.
Okay, we're gonna start writing letters.
Yeah. We're starting it.
Well, thank you for listening to Maximum Ruckus. If you like the show, make sure to subscribe, leave us a like, and yeah, comment when the last time you had a root beer float was. If you want to write some letters, who you want to write a letter to, if you who you think should be our partner at Pop Culture Jeopardy, all kinds of things you could leave a comment on. We want to hear about it.
Hell yeah.
Ring the bell for notifications about when podcasts go up because it's kind of sporadic these days. Leave us a review if you're on your podcast app of choice. Just be like, yo, dope podcast. In fact, if you leave a 5-star review that says, yo, dope podcast, I'm going to send you a letter.
Oh, look at that. Oh, that's great. Yeah.
Accidentally.
I saw that.
What else? You can make sure you subscribe to our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Maximum Ruckus. We stream every Monday. It's either me or Mac, and hopefully we're getting to the point where got 2 streams on there a day, one from both of us. But
Hell
who
yeah.
knows? Who knows when that's gonna happen?
Yeah.
But right now, 1 stream a week, Mondays.
Yeah, be there. Be
And you can follow us on all the socials at Max Ruckus Vids.
Max
Twitter.
Ruckus.
YouTube. We're at Maximum Ruckus on TikToks, not all of them, but most of them. Give us some follows on there. It's ridiculous how few follows we have on TikTok.
Yeah, boost them nums.
Because we have so many fucking likes.
Oh yeah, it's weird. The ratio.
We're up past 70K likes with only like 300 followers. I have no idea how it works.
I don't know. The algorithm stuff.
Everybody else, tons of followers, not that many likes. Us, all these likes, not that many followers. You like our content, but you don't want it? What's wrong with you?
What's happening? I'm out.
But until next time, keep the ruckus to a minimum.